In this video talk, we're going to show you how a partnership can be constructed between stewardship investors and values-driven enterprise that is designed for sustainability and social responsibility using equity splits in a negotiated base case cash flow waterfall. This table shows you the methods that are available to instill stewardship values into an investment, the sites in the cash flow waterfall where those methods can have an impact, and the impacts those methods can have on the enterprise and the investment. The first place we look at is screening. Here you're looking for an enterprise that has commercial values that will fit well with your stewardship values. Here we're looking in the cash flow waterfall at the unique artifacts, the things that are being monetized. We use the word artifact as something made by human hand to avoid any of the complications that come with talking about products that are industrial or goods that are mercantile or services. It's just something has been done to add value, and that creates the artifact in our world here. And the artifact has to be unique in being both singular and special. By singular, we mean you can physically deny benefits access to some people and grant access to others, which means it's physically possible to transfer the artifact to someone for a price. And special means that other people value having access to that artifact and that it's worth that to them to pay a price to get it. And there are three dimensions you can look at. We can look at what it is being sold, what are the features that are being offered into the marketplace, and how do they affect your stewardship value. What are the benefits that are driving people to become purchasers of these artifacts, generators of revenue into the waterfall? And then what are the satisfactory experiences that they're having? They're going to keep coming back. Again, you're looking for aspects of all of this that are comporting well with your own stewardship values. Another screening focus can be the revenues that are being generated in the waterfall. And here we're looking at what that tells us about the competitive environment in which the enterprise is operating. And the point here would be if there's too much competition, then it may not really be possible, even though the enterprise wants to be values driven, it may not have that luxury of agreeing to do good stewardship business because their competition won't let them. It's just a fact of life. The next method that's available to us is budgeting, and here you can talk about budgeting both the capital expense budget to get things up and running, what we call the CapEx budget, and the operating expense budgets for keeping things going, what we call the OpEx budgets. Here we're going to be looking at the configuration of knowledge, networks, and routines that defines the enterprise as an operating entity. And for knowledge, we're looking at agreements on investment in basic research and new ideas that drive innovation and keep the economy vital and adaptive. We look at networks here. We're looking at fair dealing. Large number of things can come out of this, such as working conditions, pay equity, health and welfare, local sourcing policies, global community policies, truth in advertising and dealing with customers and markets, and other things like this that have to do with the way the business conducts its business with the people it deals with. And then on the routines, we're looking primarily here at impacting issues of resource resiliency. This is where you can say we're going to run our operations in such a way that we're going to try and manage our carbon footprint. We're going to try to maximize our energy efficiency. We're going to commit to reduce, reuse, recycle, other types of issues like this relating to really environmental and sort of planetary limit type sustainability issues. The third method for putting stewardship values into an equity splits investment would be the structuring of both the debt and the equity. And here we're looking to preserve the financial authenticity of the investment. The point here would be that if your investment is designed to take too much cash out of the enterprise, out of the waterfall, or to stay into the waterfall, feeding off that cash flow for too long, it's going to strain and the values of the enterprise and skew. It could potentially be skewing the values. So you want to make sure that your investment is not part of the problem because you're just putting too many demands on the enterprise that make it difficult for it to maintain its values and meet those demands. And then the last thing that we look at is what we call the private laws of negotiated investment. Here we're looking at the enterprise organizers, the group or person who's putting this all together and who's holding it all together. And we're looking at issues of governance for transparency and the integrity of the firm. So those are the issues. Please give this some consideration, and we look forward to discussing this with you.